Alright, hello everybody. There has been more leaks on Xiao, and if you don't know what I'm talking about the video that I have currently pulled up. Um, this has been leaked to several places on the internet. However, I will not be playing the video here. I will just be jumping to different parts to look at what we can learn from this leak. This leak does give us a lot of information. This is C6 Xiao, remember that. I'll talk about that more toward the end, but this is C6 Xiao, so this is not representative of his power at every point in the game. This is only representative of his power as C6 Xiao. However, there's other things we can get just from watching this video that I want to talk about. The first thing is a big one that a lot of people have been questioning for a long time. Before we get into it, though, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as I have much more Genshin Impact content on the way. But yeah, the first thing, a lot of people have been asking, does he work with Venti's ult? And we can confirm he works with Venti's ult. As we see here, Venti threw out his ult, Xiao runs up, ult himself, and eventually gets knocked down, but eventually plunges down onto the group of enemies, causing them all to take plunge damage right here. He plunges straight through, does extra plunge damage to all of them, and that's why you see all the crazy green numbers on the screen right now. Sorry for the very low quality, however, this is again a leaked video. We're not going to have the best quality right now. Anyway, we see he plunges straight through him, does a bunch of damage, and another way we can confirm that he did hit multiple enemies in this is after he does this, he's able to go straight into multiple dashes using the C6 passive. So yeah, again, sorry, this quality is actually absolutely garbage, and I don't want to play the video because I know that MiHoYo does have a lot of censorship issues where, I don't want to get my channel striked or anything just for trying to play this video. But yeah, he jumps through them, slams down. I'll have there's many places to find the video. I'll have a link down to it in the description if you actually want to watch it yourself. Yeah, he's able to slam down through Venti's ult, hits multiple people with the plunging part of his attack, and is able to go straight into a C6 ability, meaning that we do know that it's going to work with Venti's ult. He's going to be able to plunge through it. An additional thing that we get from this is we don't know how C0 is going to be, but at C6 he is able to, let's go right here. If we look, my head's in the way, I realized. Minimize this. All right, if we look right in the corner, I know it's super hard to see, but we can see that his energy is fully recharged already for his ult. It still has that 7.2 seconds cooldown, but it's already almost there, already fully recharged without having to leave the ultimate, without using anyone besides the Xiao and Venti. That's why I've been saying for a long time Venti's going to be an amazing battery for him, and there's us seeing that. Another thing we can get from this is right here. There's a couple frames that, yeah, we see him flipping and launching himself into the air. This is while he's in his ult, but pretty much his charge attack. Now that we have actual video of it, his charge attack seems to actually throw him into the air as he does his charge attack, which will allow you to go back down for another plunging attack. This is going to be really important during his ult. We don't know the difference between his non-ult charge attack and his regular ult, because I'm willing to bet that when he's not in his ultimate and he does his charge attack, it's not going to throw him into the air. Instead, it's just going to slam. It's just going to thrust and slam into enemies on the ground. But in his burst, it does throw him up, so that does mean you'll be able to chain your normal attack combo into your charge attack, into your plunge attack, into your skill, which probably is going to be one of his best combos in general. We'll have to wait till we actually have his frame data, actually know the timing of everything, but this already looks like a very strong combo. One thing I do want to talk about, though, these are actually, I'm actually going to be addressing a couple other leaks that people have covered, that I've read from conversations of leakers, from conversations of people who are in the closed beta test. A lot of people are worried that, this is his power at C6, and they don't know how powerful he's going to be at C0. Or any other constellation, but I have heard that it's only like a 10 to 20% power increase once he has a C6. Yes, it's really insane when you can go crazy, do all your dashes, but it's not going to make him garbage at C0. However, I also did read that if you play him at C6, his C0 will never feel as good. because C6 is just such a difference in playstyle and power that once you do get to try that, that's going to be complete night and day for you, and you're only going to want to play him at C6. That being said, I do not want anyone to think that because they've seen this video, they've seen C6 going crazy, that they need C6 to play Xiao. Xiao C6 is not mandatory. He's going to be still very good at C0. I don't think anyone should start worrying. Anyone should start panicking like, oh, maybe I shouldn't save up. Especially if you're seeing all these good posts about Ganyu and how godly she is. Yes, she looks really good. She's really strong. Her numbers are really high. However, remember, she's an archer. If that's not your playstyle, which if you like Xiao, I'm guessing an archer playstyle really isn't your thing, because Xiao is like so fast-paced combo in movement that being an archer probably isn't what appeals to you in these types of games. Then I think you should still stay strong, still wait for Xiao. Yes, Ganyu, some people are saying Ganyu is the start of power creep. I think that might be true. I can't say for sure. It's too early for everyone to make a full consensus of how powerful she really is. Yes, her early numbers look good, but we can't say that she's like gonna blow everything out the water. And additionally, if she's the start of power creep, I doubt that their next character, which is gonna be Xiao most likely, is gonna be any large amount weaker than what she already is. All right. With that being said, yeah, I think that's pretty much the main things I wanted to cover with this video. We do see, we do see that this is going to be a very strong team as well. The Zhongli, Xiao, Venti, Albedo. I know a couple people have asked me about that team. I think it'll be really strong. The only person I'd even consider replacing from this is Zhongli, because Zhongli isn't like actually this is buff Zhongli, so buff Zhongli is really good. However, you still will need a healer, and I think that the DPS support Albedo would provide is way better than the support Zhongli is going to provide. But again, that all comes down to numbers, that all comes down to testing, and no one can make any actual statement like that. I just wanted to point out, because I know I have gotten questions on pretty much that exact team setup, and I do want to show that, obviously it worked in this video. Let me go back to its clear time. It doesn't say it, or it says it and I just can't understand it, but we do see he clears it in like, this dungeon's cleared in like 10 seconds or something crazy. Yeah, like 13 seconds. Or yeah, anyway, so Xiao's gonna be really powerful. That's one of the big takeaways from this. Just to recap, Xiao's gonna be really powerful at C6. Clearly, he's gonna be a solo carry. You're not gonna need any other DPS on the team. That's one thing. Second thing is that his charge attack actually launches him in the air during his burst. We don't know how it's gonna act when he's not in burst, but that is the first time we ever see his charge attack that it does do like a charge thrust, like it said, like an upward thrust, but at the same time it does thrust him in the sky itself. Additionally, we now know, and we can say for certain, that you can damage multiple enemies in Venti's ult with Xiao's plunge, which again, that's been a really big question. We can now finally answer that. Yes, it clearly works. Yes, it clearly hit multiple enemies. He was able to go right into his unlimited dashes once he did it. So we already know that. And yeah, that's the main things. Oh, also his energy recharge from his C6. Again, this should not be a reflection of what C0 is going to be. We know at C6 he can easily regenerate enough energy just in like the couple seconds that he was in his burst. Again, I'm guessing a big part of that is going to be from his dashes and not from just him in general, like not just from having Venti out alone, but I do think Venti is a big part of that as well. So the combination of those two things is going to allow him to always have his burst up if you have him C6. We don't know, again, how he's going to be at C0, but we know at C6 it's for sure going to be very strong. And he's not going to need the energy recharge. I would have to go back and actually like count the amount of dashes he does in this video, because it seems like a lot, but let me move this off to the side real quick. Again, I just don't want to play it on the video and then... Okay. It seems he did 6 dashes in the course of his first plunge. which does clear up most of the room. We already knew his dashes were going to be strong because we've seen the damage for that was buffed specifically. But the main thing I was doing right now is I want to see how many dashes they did, because we know at C1 you'll have 3. So if you can do anything comparable at C1 versus C6, then C1 might be really good. The biggest difference is C6 could do this every time you plunge, and C1 can only do it like once every 30 seconds. But yeah, I think C1's gonna be really strong as well, not just C6. I think C0 is gonna be perfectly fine though. If you if you can't go for C6, just don't. I mean, it's not important. It's not gonna be the end all be all. You're still gonna have a really good character if you pull for Xiao, even at C0. That's everything I got for today. Just want to do a quick video talking about this this clip that got leaked, because I know a lot of people are curious about it. Just give you my thoughts of everything we saw. There it is. If you have any other questions, please just leave them in the comment section, and I'm out. Have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All that,